Hi guys, Chris here, back with another video. So some interesting stuff going on in the vegan movement right now. So Blogilates is on full attack against the vegans. So she's gone against Freelee. She's filed some fallacious copyright claims against Freelee, trying to say that Freelee is breaching her copyright by using her material, even though Freelee is using it under fair use laws. She's gone after Vegan Gains. She's gone after Rice Binger, who's a smaller channel with about, I don't know, 2,000 subs, and she's actually gone after one of my friends, I think, and this is really interesting. So a friend of mine on YouTube, vegan, has about 6,000 subscribers. Not going to mention my friend's name, and this person on Instagram actually left a comment on Blogilates, one of Blogilates' pictures, basically calling Blogilates out, trying to say that we, the vegans, the ones who care, we're the ones trying to help people, and that you, Blogilates, the one who's spreading disease and illness and what have you. I can't remember word for word what my friend actually said to Blogilates on Instagram, but this is really interesting. My friend, they'd made a video about 2 years ago now, and it was fairly innocuous video, nothing to do with veganism, nothing to do with Blogilates, nothing to do with that in any way, shape or form. Now then, it did technically breach YouTube guidelines in some way. Is a very small minor detail, and the crazy thing is this: within now 6 hours of my friend leaving a comment on Blogilates Instagram, my friend received a strike on her account, basically, for a video that was about 2 years old and was never gets watched by anyone. And we've got the impression that what's happened is Blogilates must have a team of people, and they're basically going after everyone, because you got to remember Blogilates is a millionaire. So if you look at her and her channel, she's got about 2 million subscribers or so. And the amount of views she must have on her channel must be crazy now, and she has that much money that she can come after all of us. We'll look at it this way: how is it that Blogilates is able to delete all these comments? You've got thousands of vegans hashtagging free Freelee on Instagram. You've got it on YouTube. So how is it that she is able to delete each one of them herself? And it's just not possible. She must clearly have a team of people on YouTube, Instagram, going through, deleting comments, but just not that though, actually going after other people. I mean, there's no way she can have time to watch all of the different videos from all the different vegans and try and find little ways that basically, take the channels down. It's just not possible. She must have a team of people, basically, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through YouTube, and basically trying to take them down. And this, what it goes to show is just the desperation that she's in, the fact that she has to do this. And if anything, this is great for the vegan movement. I love it. I love the fact that Blogilates is freaked out, and now she's attacking all of us, because what it means is it's going to bring more attention to the vegan movement. Freelee's made at least 3 videos on it. Altogether they probably have about 1 million views. Vegan Gains will be coming out with one soon, I think. I know he already has actually. He's already come out with one. Check out that. And what this really shows is, it really shows Blogilates for who she really is, and really it really shows veganism versus meat eating for what it really is. Now then, some of you might say, oh, Blogilates is nice and she's done videos on veganism. Let me make this clear to you: Blogilates promotes cancer. She promotes heart disease, diabetes, obesity, animal cruelty. That is what Blogilates stands for. That is what Blogilates represents. She hasn't come out, has she, doing a video saying, guys, listen, my channel for the last few years has been promoting cancer by promoting bacon and eggs and low carb diets. She hasn't come out and admitted that, has she? She hasn't come out and said, I'm a vegan, I've seen the light, I'm a vegan now, I'm not gonna do this anymore, I'm gonna join the vegan movement. Instead, what she's doing is she's trying to do some little vegan videos, try and appease us in some way, or try and appeal to us, try and pass off a nicer side or something. But really what she's trying to do is she's just trying to like blind us basically, and we need to, well, we can all see through it, can't we? We can all see through it. The fact is that Blogilates is a fake. But worse than that though, I mean, there's nothing wrong with necessarily being, you know, a fake in of itself. You know, it's just marketing and advertising. You know, it's putting an act on, you know, for business. But the fundamental problem with Blogilates, in my opinion, is this: she specifically promotes cancer, heart disease, diabetes, atherosclerosis, hypertension, obesity. 80 to 90% of the chronic diseases we currently suffer from as society are caused by food. And what food is that? Meat, fish, chicken, eggs, milk and dairy, and other processed junk food. And what does she do? She promotes it vigorously on her channel. And she's never once come out to say, I'm sorry, that was wrong. Instead, she just tries to make a few poxy little vegan videos, you know, to try and blind us and think, you know, oh, she's actually a nice person. And the biggest thing out of all of this, which is really interesting, is the fact that, you know, with vegans, we get like, this is one thing I've noticed is, like, we'll never try and silence someone, will we? We'll talk with them, we'll engage with them, we'll go back and forth, but we never actually try and delete their channels. We never try and take them down, and, you know, and vegans, we can respect other people's, you know, free speech. You know, we don't have to respect what it is they're saying. I mean, I don't respect Blogilates or what she says. You know, we don't have to respect it because it's wrong. It's, you know, I would go as far to say it's evil because of the suffering that it causes to the animals and to the people. But we can respect the fact that, you know, even though what she's saying is wrong, that she ultimately has a right to say it. And that is a big difference between vegans and meat, is we will listen to what other people have to say, but we'll never try and take them down, you know, close their channels down and get them deleted off the internet, or sue them or whatever because of, you know, what they say. Look at, you know, Kayla Eitsigns or whatever her name is, and June Ryder, look at how she tried to take them to, you know, the Supreme Court in Australia and take them down. You'll never see vegans do that. Why? Because we're the ones in the right. We're the ones who have the message that can save lives, you know, save the animals, save the 17,000 children who die every single day, save people from heart disease, cancer, diabetes, you name it. And these meat eaters, you know, these shills for the meat industry, they don't have anything. All they can offer is disease and suffering. And what I would say to anyone who's watching this, who, you know, is a fan of Blogilates or a subscriber or a supporter, let me make this clear to you: if you follow Blogilates, if you follow her advice, you long term will get, you know, some kind of chronic disease as a result, most likely, whether it be heart disease, breast cancer. And that's what I'd say is, if you're watching this and you're a subscriber of Blogilates, do you really want to get breast cancer? Do you really want that? If you're a young woman you're probably a young woman, if you know, if you're a supporter of Blogilates and you're watching this, do you really want to have your breasts ripped and hacked off your body by some surgeon because you listen to her? Let me make this clear to you: 90% of breast cancer is caused by animal products. A minimum. I mean, it's been shown through population studies. It's been shown by migration studies. You know, breast cancer is a disease caused by food. And what food is that? Meat, fish, chicken, eggs, milk and dairy, and processed junk food, which overwhelmingly contains animal products like whey protein and you know, different animal fats. What does Blogilates represent? What does she promote? She promotes that. So say if you are, you know, like a subscriber of Blogilates, what can you do? How can you find out what the right answer is? What I would say is, you know, follow Freelee, or follow, you know, some of the best doctors in the world who have experience with, you know, preventing and reversing various diseases. Dr. John McDougall, been practicing medicine for about 50 years now, knows his stuff. You've got Dr. Michael Greger, leading authority in the world on nutrition right now, has a great team of people. Got nutritionfacts.org, book called How Not to Die, check that out. You've got Dr. Garth Davis, Professor T. Colin Campbell, Dr. Culbert Esselstyn, Dr. Neil Bernard. And you might be thinking, you know, oh, I'm not interested in any of them because, I don't know, you're a young girl in your teens or in your 20s. Well, what I'd say to you is, what do you want to happen to your life long term? Do you want to, you know, get breast cancer or heart disease or become obese? Look at Blogilates, she struggles with her weight. She's not lean, is she? She's not lean year round without starvation. And when she is lean, it's because she starved herself. Look at Freelee, lean year round, never starves herself, and is fit and healthy. Freelee's probably as fast as the average male cyclist, I would say, on a bike. That's how fit she is. She doesn't have to starve herself ever. And you really need to think about, what course do you want your life to take? Where do you see yourself in 10 or 20 years from now? Do you want to see yourself, being lean, fit and healthy, and happy? Or do you want to see yourself, being, going to the doctor and the doctor is saying to you, you've got breast cancer, you've got type 2 diabetes, you've got, hypertension, you're at a higher risk of heart attack or stroke? I mean, because let me tell you, this is what will happen if you follow Blogilates long term. Her diet long term promotes disease and illness. So that's basically it, guys. Sorry if that was a bit of a rant. I just had to bang out a video on this. And what I would say to you is, if you're watching this, support Freelee, like all the videos, share all the videos, hashtag free Freelee on Instagram, on YouTube in terms of Blogilates videos and her Instagram feed, and just get the message out there. Support Freelee, support June Rider, support Vegan Gains, support Rice Binger. What I would say is, guys, just be very careful if you're a YouTuber watching this. If you've got anything in your account which you think that they might have a genuine ability to sort of flag, perhaps just put that video in private so they can't do that. Because like I said, my friend, that person's channel was flagged for a video that was years old. No one watched anymore. We're about 6 hours of Blogilates, that comment being posted on Blogilates Instagram. So that was useful, guys. Until next time, all the best. God bless to all of you. Remember, go high carb, low fat, low protein, high fiber, whole food, plant-based, vegan, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye now. Watched by anyone, and we've got the impression that what's happened is Blogilates must have a team of people, and they're basically going after everyone, because you got to remember, Blogilates is a millionaire. So if you look at her and her channel, she's got about 2 million subscribers or so. And the amount of views she must have on her channel must be crazy now. And she has that much money that she can come after all of us. We'll look at it this way: how breach YouTube guidelines in some way is a very small minor detail. And the crazy thing is this: we've now 6 hours of my friend leaving a comment on Blogilates Instagram. My friend received a strike on her account, basically, for a video that was about 2 years old and was never gets old. And that you, Blogilates, the one who's spreading disease and illness and what have you. I can't remember word for word what my friend actually said to Blogilates on Instagram, but this is really interesting. My friend, they'd made a video about 2 years ago now, and it was fairly innocuous video, nothing to do with veganism, nothing to do with Blogilates, nothing to do with that in any way, shape or form. Now then, it did technically subs, and she's actually gone after one of my friends, I think, and this is really interesting. So a friend of mine on YouTube, vegan, has about 6,000 subscribers. Not going to mention my friend's name. And this person on Instagram actually left a comment on Blogilates, one of Blogilates' pictures, basically calling Blogilates out, trying to say that we, the vegans, the ones who care, we're the ones trying to help people. Hi guys, Chris here, back with another video. So some interesting stuff going on in the vegan movement right now. So Blogilates is on full attack against the vegans. So she's gone against Freelee. She's filed some fallacious copyright claims against Freelee, trying to say that Freelee is breaching her copyright by using her material, even though Freelee is using it under fair use laws. She's gone after Vegan Gains. She's gone after Rice Binger, who's a smaller channel with about, 2,000